Well, hello everyone. Glad you're with us. Today we have a special couple guests, couple from in Good Faith Cleaners. This is Rebekah on the right, on my right, and then Julia on your left. They're business owners in the Niagara region. And thank you both for being with us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Now, I would say that the reason I'm bringing them on, for those listening on, if you need a cleaning solution for your house, these guys, they're amazing. They're company. And the reason I say that is because I use them personally. I'm a client. I'm a happy client. I use them twice for strategic cleaning. It was comprehensive. They were amazing. I'm very, very happy. The whole group, they're so pleasant and wonderful to have. So that's why I wanted to interview them so that you could get to know them on our channel here. And then if you have need, you can reach out to them because their contact info is going to be in the comments below, but also in the description of the video. So we're going to start. I'm just going to ask you, ladies, some questions. And I know Julia, she's going to do most of the talking. And and let's start with this one here about your main mission, the mission of your company. So what's the main mission as a cleaning company? And what are the core values that drive your business every day?
Yeah, so our main mission is to serve the community, both in employing people, but also in providing good cleaning services with integrity that people
Yeah.
can trust. And we're really passionate about looking after the environment as well. So
Mhm.
we try to use, good quality, safe tools as well, and provide just good employment and gainful employment for people who need it as well. So we just we're passionate about both sides and making people's homes a God honoring place.
Well, that's good. That's good. And you primarily, is it just the Niagara region you primarily focus on at this point?
Yeah. So everywhere from Port Colborne, Welland, St. Catharines, Niagara on the Lake, Fonthill, Fort Erie, Dunville, like we kind of do all Wayne Fleet
Okay.
even, right? We kind of go all over the place
Well, that's
because,
great.
yeah, we've been able to do that.
I love it. I love it. So how did your company get started? Like everyone has a start, but how did you guys get started?
Yeah, so around 3 years ago, Rebecca kind of approached me. She was doing her own cleaning, and then she was pregnant at the time, and she was looking for something that she didn't want to quite let her clients go. So
Mm,
she kind of wasn't sure if she should um, completely stop or kind of keep the ball going. And she had heard me say something about a cleaning business, that it wouldn't
yeah.
be so hard to sort of potentially start up something with employees so that, yeah, when you go through transitions in life, you can keep it going. So
Yeah.
that was kind of our goal with how it got started, was to, yeah, just kind of make a sustainable business that's sustainable for us and our families, and then for others as well.
That's great. That's brilliant. I like that. This is good. So another question for you guys. So what kind of experience, so if I'm the customer looking at what kind of experience do you bring to the table? And how do you specifically train your cleaners to meet the standards that you guys have? Well, talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. I myself have been in the food service industry for a long time, and
Yeah.
most people know that it's a lot of hard work, and you're working with your hands, and you're always having to keep things clean. So I've done sort of the industrial side of cleaning for a long time. I'm very familiar with breaking a
Mm.
sweat. We always
Yeah.
tell our cleaners, if you're not breaking a sweat, then you're not working hard. So yeah, so I, been over 10 years in that industry, and then I had previous as well experience with just kind of doing my own thing of residential cleaning, just word of mouth, helping people out here and there. So I had about 2 or 3 years of that on my own, and so I also found Norwex about 10 or 11 years ago. So that's kind of how I also kind of fell into it, because of the product as well. So
Yeah.
we love the product. We're really passionate about it. It does a great job. And so it created this efficiency around cleaning,
Mm.
which it just made things a lot more manageable, I think, for the average person. So we just saw like that opportunity that way to be able to create a very easy training ground that
Yeah.
way. All of our employees have said to us, "Oh, this is changing the way that I'm thinking about cleaning. This is
Oh,
changing the way I clean
that's
my
good.
house." And it's so nice, right? And so I
That's
love
good.
hearing that. I think it's great. So we train our cleaners specifically, in our homes,
Yeah.
one-on-one training. Sometimes we'll do group training sessions, but we try to get across the board with hands-on training. We
Yeah.
also do question and answers things. We'll do like little quizzes where we'll hide things around the
Yeah.
room, So it's just trying to all encompass the person who learns, like who takes notes. They can take notes.
Yeah.
The person who's more verbally auditory, they'll just listen, and then
Hmm.
they watch as well, and then we get them to do, obviously, and then we give criticism, and then we get them like tested in some regard, where we
Yeah.
know that they're up to the certain standard that
Absolutely.
we're comfortable with before
Yeah.
we send them into a home.
Yeah.
So that's developed over time. We weren't expert trainers at the
Yeah.
beginning, so
Yeah.
that's
But
fun to
it's
learn.
so, I had no idea that all that went into preparing for your company because I mean your people, they were amazing when they were in my house. And I can see you guys have character and you have high standards and integrity, and then you try to have your employees represent the character that you are, and I like that.
Yeah,
Uh,
we've been really blessed by having the people that we've had working for us. They're great for that.
that's
And then
good. Now,
Rebecca
now,
had experience with other things as well. She can talk about her.
hmm So in 2016, I was on a mission for 2 years,
mhm,
and I did housekeeping and cleaning services.
mhm,
So I have a lot of experiences in cleaning that kind of stuff.
yeah,
But then I got back and I got married. I then started my own cleaning business that then shuffled into In Good Faith
yeah,
Cleaners.
that's really
Mhm.
good. And you know what? It just hit me there. Before in good cleaning, Rebecca, you cleaned at our house. Remember that?
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were
yeah,
going through
we're
a tough
from
time and we needed some cleaning. And you know what? My son knew you, and boom, there you go. We were so
Mhm.
happy with that. So it's good to see how your business and experience over the years between the two of you have evolved to the point
Mhm.
where God brings you both together. You can put together a high quality service for the Niagara region. So this is great, right?
Yeah.
So as a homeowner, so let's say a homeowner, what's the process before someone goes in their house? Like, we're all often concerned about people coming in our house. What's the process that you go through with the homeowner before that happens?
Yeah, so obviously the first interactions are usually over, messaging, emails, phone calls, things like that.
Mhm.
Um, but the thing that sets us apart in comparison to the other local businesses, I think, is that we do offer like the in-person consult first. So
Mhm.
that's the first thing that we do before we've even, taken you on as the client. We actually will come into your home. We want to see what you're
Mhm.
asking for. And that way we can kind of get a good sense of all the needs that you need. And then also
Yeah,
you've met us and you're building
yeah.
that trust. You can see if that's something you
Mhm.
want to go forward with. And
Mhm.
then once, let's say, everything gets settled and you're ready to move forward and we're ready to move forward, then we match you up to a cleaner or
Yeah,
cleaners, and we actually meet them the first time. And some people might think this is overkill, but I find it just creates the good transition
mm,
between we can actually
yeah,
walk through the cleaners through the
yeah,
house and we can say, hey, this is all the things they were looking for, and there's no sort of awkward tension or whatnot. But then also, so now we're the mutual person that both people
yeah.
know and can connect with, and I feel like that's helpful for both our cleaners and both of the clients as well.
Yeah. Now, speaking myself as a homeowner, when before your company came and cleaned in our house those two times, I know you walked through our house. My wife and I were able to talk with you, and we were able to go back and forth on, well, what our goals were, what we wanted done, and then how you would do it. It was really, really interesting. We also talked about cleaning supplies, which leads me to my next question for you.
Yeah.
So, talk to us about cleaning supplies. Some people are pretty fussy on cleaning supplies, some are not. But tell us about your strategy there. Help us appreciate that.
Yeah, so we don't require our clients to bring anything for us. So we have everything like the vacuum, mopping, dry mopping. We have all the equipment that we need. Unless there's a client who wants a specific floor cleaner or says, oh, you can't use this on this surface. Or,
Yeah,
we've even had clients who have sensitivities to certain smells or even allergies to something.
yeah,
And so we can be scent free, we can be, according to whatever their needs are. Um, when it comes to product, again, we believe like that we do want to keep people safe and,
mm,
but
mm,
also use effective things. So we found that Norwex and Melaleuca are like the two best brands for those things. Um, so clean, for example, it doesn't actually have a scent. Everybody thinks that clean has a scent because
mm,
we've trained to think that, oh, this
yeah,
sort of chemically smell is a clean smell, but that's not true. So when we're doing our training and things like that, we kind of train people about the feel. So like, what does grime feel like in your bathtub? And so as
yeah,
we're scrubbing it, you can
mm,
feel the surface change, right? Or when you wipe off a door handle, it's noticeably, you touch that door handle again and
yeah,
you're like, wow, there's no grime to it. Like I can
yeah,
feel it and I can know that it's clean. And so that's kind of, how we prefer to and why we think our things are effective. We're not going based upon smell. We're going on like other senses like touch and
yeah,
feel and just overall and look, obviously.
yeah,
Yeah, so that's
yeah.
one of our main things. But yeah, again, if we're flexible, if people do like want to use a certain toilet bowl cleaner or something like
Okay.
that, actually, that's the one thing that we don't provide is toilet bowl brushes. We
Yeah.
use the
Oh, yeah.
client's toilet bowl brushes, so that's the
Oh, well,
one
that's
thing
okay. That's
that
reasonable, right? I think
yeah.
that's reasonable, right? Everyone kind of has something they should,
But
right? But
again, like we've had people who need assistance in their homes, and we've like bought new ones for them, or we'll
yeah,
bring, like some people need that extra help, and so
that's
we're
good.
flexible when it comes to even supplies, let's say, and they need a restock, like we can help them with that. Or
Yeah,
let's say, like for myself, like I am a Norwex consultant, so people, let's say they really like the product and they want to have some of their own, they can even
yeah.
ask me, hey, can I buy some of this? And
Oh,
I
yeah.
contact for that. So
Well,
yeah.
that's good, right?
Mhm.
So there'll be a little duplication maybe in this next question, but that's okay. How does the client know exactly what is getting cleaned?
Yeah. So like during the consultation, we've noticed that we have to kind of let our clients know, sort of educate them. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody needs to understand, yeah, what is expected of the cleaners, so that even we are training properly and then we're educating our clients properly of what's getting done. And then also too, if so, we'll have a checklist, we walk through the home and we say, okay, in this room we'll do this, this, and this, and this. If you
Okay.
want something extra, just let us know. And so
Yeah.
we adjust that way. But yeah, so we have checklists obviously available for our cleaners all the time. But
Mm.
if clients want that to just have for their own reference, they can absolutely request that upon. But also on our what's it called, the when we bring a consultation, on the form that our clients will fill out that they get a
Mm.
copy of, the
Yeah.
quote, it has what's included in the basic package.
Hmm.
So working down appliances, garbages, microwave, all those things like that.
Okay, that's good. So can clients customize their own cleaning plan based on specific needs or troubled spots, or whatever be the situation? They can do that, can they?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is something that I find is, again, what sets us apart from the in-person thing, because I've never really satisfied, like I've gone online and I've looked at, competitors that do the online forms.
Yeah.
And again, it's like you got the deep clean option or you have the basic clean. And there's nowhere to specify, no, not in that room, and no, not in that room, or not every time in
Yeah.
this room. And I feel like that's exactly what you can hash out when you go in person and you walk through these things. So that's really handy. So absolutely, you can customize to whatever
Okay.
you want. Focus more. Even it can change, and you just
Mm-hmm.
give us a heads up, and you can adjust according to your needs. You know, so yeah, we can assist with most everything that's within the home,
That's good.
according to what their needs are.
So, how frequently should someone consider getting a professional cleaning to maintain kind of a healthy home environment? What would you say to that?
Yeah, I thought this was a great question. Um, it's a unique question, but I think that if you're physically unable to kind of upkeep your home, you probably
Mm,
need somebody there at least once a week to help you. So whether that be a professional or whether that be like a friend or family member, you need
yeah,
somebody going in there and cleaning the basic things, your kitchen and your bathroom and your shower, sort of thing like that.
yeah,
So I would say an average person though falls into probably bi-weekly. And I think most people know that about their home. Like they need a good like getting the floors done and things like
yeah,
that. The bathroom, the kitchen, the bedrooms, and things like that. Kind of just a dusting of everything as well as cleaning bi-weekly. But if you're, let's say, retired, most people aren't super dirty later on and they don't have a lot of kids running through the house. And
yeah.
so, once a
Jumping in the
month,
mud, right?
yeah,
Kids jumping in the
exactly.
mud.
Once a month can suffice for sure. I find actually for myself, like, it's hard to get a cleaner in. I have
Yeah,
4 kids and like it takes me a long time to get the house ready for clean.
yeah,
So for
for sure.
myself, like I know that it's a need because I'm like I need to get it's dirty, right?
Yeah,
So I
yeah,
would say, like young moms, like they
mm,
would really benefit if they can push themselves to get to a level where they are, getting, let's say, at least a monthly cleaning in there
yeah,
to get everything picked up off the floor. It's helped me. I know we're going through the process of you know housing and people coming in to look over our houses, and it's helped
mm,
me to kind of motivate me. Okay, I need things
yeah,
tidy, and getting
yeah,
that regularly in your mind has
mm,
helped get more things cleaned actually. So
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So talk to us about. Sorry to interrupt there.
No
Talk
worries.
to us about the type of feedback you get from your clients after you finish a job.
Yeah. So, with every person, there's a different appreciation for clean.
Yeah,
We have some people who are like, oh, it's like I can come in and I can just relax. Like they just absolutely are feeling so refreshed by it. We have
yeah,
some people who will say, like, I love that it's not like smelly and it doesn't smell like a swimming pool in here or things like
yeah,
that.
hmm,
Or a lot of people comment on the cleaner, like they did a great job. They worked really hard. They
yeah,
were on time and things like that. Um, Obviously, you get any sort of constructive feedback that you get. It's really helpful for us to get. We actually really
yeah,
appreciate that. We don't
yeah,
shy away from that forward type of person who's going to tell us, okay, like this, and this, and this weren't done
yeah,
hypothetically, like if that were the scenario. We
yeah,
actually love that, and whatever feedback comes, we give directly to the cleaners. And
good,
so, good or constructive, whatever it is, we just supply that right to the cleaner so that they can continue to do a better job and the
yeah,
best job that they can do. So we're really thankful for all the feedback we've gotten, and even like
good,
yourself, like you've given us
yeah,
great feedback. And I mean,
yeah,
we appreciate the people who are like just so in love with like getting their house clean. But we love the people who are like, like they have a little bit more critique to their nature.
yeah,
So
yeah,
we like both. It's
yeah,
helped support our business, both of those things, and helped us feel like we're doing something that's effective and it's actually helpful for people. But it's all a blessing. So whatever.
that's great. That's great. Well, I gotta say, you ladies, you're fantastic, and I really appreciate the two of you and the fact that you guys are great moms and great wives and great people in your church and in your community. I'm so thankful that you have this available. You've helped our family so many times. Like there were important times when you both helped at different times in our history, and I know you're going to have other clients. I think of my mom who lives she's much further away. She lives in the GTA, but she has a cleaning person who comes in, and it's like they build rapport. She comes in every week at a certain
Yep.
time, has certain functions, and they get to know each other, and there's trust. And and I think of seniors. I work with a lot of seniors, and I think that's one area that I think if a lot of seniors knew about the value you bring and how you can help them, I think that could open up doors for them to meet a need, but also for you as you provide for your families and help in the community. So thank you both for allowing us to have this chance to share your business with everyone listening in. So thank you, and thank you everyone for listening, and we'll talk to everyone another time.